and DKR home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll toss it to the left. Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Racing to the right. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
So what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Right back to him on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Longhorn! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Payne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a burn.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Now they'll run it on the toss. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Now efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand another one.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. On 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Throws to the back. Found the seam. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all...
team.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 4 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last round.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. He's got an open man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Payne. Got a little space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Still on his feet. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Quick completion to the right. Inside the 30. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Allen. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Creates a little room. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Quick release by the QB. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorn! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bearcats are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Hunt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill him.
It'll be third and long. He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better